guys, welcome back, or welcome here to my channel if you haven't been here before. My name is Laurie from Gold Polish. I love to do nail polish reviews and nail art designs and anything nail related, and I'm just going to be talking to you today about a new collection. I'm going to be talking about the Olive and June winter collection. I've really had a great experience with this nail polish company. I like it so much. It's so fun to see the new colors coming out in their line. This winter collection is no exception. There are 8 total polishes. 6 of those are jewel toned creams. 2 are beautiful holographic glitters, perfect for the holiday season. You'll want to check out comparisons because there are some that are kind of close to ones that they have in their line before, but most of these are going to be original to their line. I really love this palette as a whole. You have the Christmas colors that are like red, green, and darker, and those kind of colors, and then you have the Christmas colors or holiday colors that are more like these beautiful jewel tones with the blue, green, pink, and like a raspberry red and purple, and I just think it's so fun because it's a little bit different than what everyone typically does in their collections, and so I think it's quite fun. I've had like 10 interruptions, so I can't remember what I've said and what I haven't said. But let's talk about the polishes. Oh, another thing to mention that I forgot is their names are not initials, which I love because they're easier to remember. They're good names too, so we'll talk about those. The first one we have is Yes Please, and it's this beautiful brighter cornflower blue. It's so pretty. It's not as gray as the one that Zoya just came out with in their fall collection. It's a little bit more, I don't know, it's a good balance between yellow tones and cool tones, so I really enjoyed it. You're gonna find this formula to be really glossy and beautiful. I almost felt like I didn't even need a top coat, even though I do like top coat. This was the only one that I thought maybe I needed to do 3 coats with, but I think you can really get away with 2. All these cream polishes are that crilly consistency that I've talked about so many times on here, and it's my favorite formula. So while most of these polishes aren't like super original, I love the formula so much. So I really did love this one, and you'll see the comparisons for it here coming up. There wasn't anything I found that was like totally exact as this one, but I'm sure there might be something out there pretty exact to this, but it is really beautiful. It's showing up really bright here. It's not this bright, but I really love it, especially for this type of Christmas palette that we have. And let's get into those comparisons. This next one I have is so good, you guys. This is called Besties. I love that name. How fun would that be to give this polish to someone who's your bestie? It's this beautiful green shade. So it is pretty much teal, but it leans more green than other teals that I have, so I feel like it's so unique. I love it so much, you guys. There's always like one in these Olive and June collections. There's like one polish that I really love, and this is it from this collection. I really think you need this one because it's quite unique, at least in my opinion. The formula is going to be really nice. It's nice and super glossy and crelly. It's going to build up nicely in 2 coats, and it's just, you definitely need to pick this one up. And let's get into those comparisons. Next we have XOXO, and it's a nice, gosh, I'm having a bad time here, you guys. That's because I'm on a time crunch. This always happens when I'm on a time crunch. Okay, XOXO is this beautiful bright pink. It's fun to see a bright pink, especially for the holidays, because I think they're just so bright and cheery, and that's what you want to feel during this season. My cat is like moving the door. So anyway, this is so fun. I don't think it's like super original. I have some that are kind of close. I think if you look at it, they're not like exact in color tone, but they're all pretty close. So it's not like anything super new and exciting, but I think I love it as part of this whole collection. So that's kind of fun. I'm gonna try to do a nail art design, hopefully using all these colors because they're so beautiful together. This same thing, it's gonna build up really nicely in 2 coats. They're gonna be so glossy and so beautiful. And let's get into those comparisons. Next up, we have Nailfie Time. It's this beautiful raspberry shade. It's got that same formula. It's going to be opaque. And I almost one coat. It's super, super close, but I do think you're going to need 2 coats. It's beautiful and glossy and squishy and just reminds me of candy, and I love it, and it's bright and it's fun. So it's kind of close to Raspberry by Essie, and a lot of you I think will want to know how it compares to JG, and I brought that one here so you guys could see it. So here it is here. They look really close, and they are super close, and they're looking brighter here than they truly are. I want to say that Nailfie Time is like slightly more red, but I'd have to admit that these are like almost exact. In the bottle, they're like, you couldn't tell them apart, but on the nail I could tell like a slight difference, but that's in all my lights and everything, so you might not even be able to tell that in person. So if you have JG, you might not need this one, but it's a pretty shade. And let's get into the comparisons for it. Now we're getting into some darker shades. This next one is Obsessed, and I love these deep burgundy shades, even running into winter. I love them in fall. That's when I tend to bring them out first, but then I love them in the winter time as well, and these will always be my types of colors. So this one I was going to say is pretty close to some others that I compared it to. It's a deep wine color, and it's very glossy and crelly. Like I said before, it's going to build up beautifully in 2 coats. It's rich, it's squishy looking. It's so good. I almost like it better than the OPI and the Essie ones that I compared it to. I think I compared it to like Very Naughty, Can't Read Without My Lipstick. And this one's just a little glossier and squishy looking, and the color tones aren't exact. In darker light, they're gonna look exactly the same. I don't know how much that helps you, but it has a really nice glossy formula, and when I had them all on my nails, I preferred this one over those. So if you like those kind of colors, or any colors that are similar to ones that they have from Essie and OPI, if you want this longer lasting formula in those colors, then there you have it. Let's get into those comparisons. The next one we have is OMG, and I love this one. At first glance, I thought it was navy, but it leans a little more purple, so it's definitely a good blurple, and I love blurple shades. There's a few that I found were kind of close to this, but not exactly the same. Some leaned a little more purple, and some leaned a little more blue. I think the closest that I found was, let me check, it was closest to Nice Set of Pipes from OPI, but one of them leaned a little more blue, and I can't remember which. Hopefully you can see that in the picture, but maybe I'll go grab it real quick so we can be sure. Okay, so here it is next to Nice Set of Pipes. You can see they're pretty close, but this one leans more purple and this is more blue. So I think this is quite unique, at least in my collection. And I really loved it. It's got that same beautiful glossy formula. It's just so nice and consistent. I think they stepped up their game. All the polishes have needed like 3 coats for a full opacity, and so I think they stepped it up a little bit, which is really great. It's going to be opaque in 1 to 2 coats, and let's get into the comparisons. Next, we're going to talk about these beautiful holographic glitters. You've got 1 silver and 1 gold. These are my most favorite glitters that I've seen so far. You know, if you're going to do glitter on an accent nail, that's what I prefer. Go full out and do the glitter. I really like these full glitter looks. I don't like the toppers so much. I prefer just one like full glitter nail. So these I loved for the holidays. This one's Exclamation Point, which is a super cute name for this kind of polish, and it's got this beautiful, beautiful sparkle in it. It's perfect for the holidays. It's gonna build up. I think this one took a little more building up than the gold one. So I think I did 3 thinner coats for this one to build up, but it built up really nicely. I have no comparisons for this one. The next one is Avi. I really liked this one. It's a beautiful gold glitter. I mean, look how pretty that is for the holidays. This is my favorite. I like this more than the silver. I think it's so beautiful. It's so cool on the nail. I'm definitely going to be wearing this as an accent nail during the holidays. This one built up nicely in 2 coats. I can't say enough about it. I think there's more glitter to polish ratio, which I really like, because then it's not all thick and gloopy with just sparse glitter. It really packs on the glitter and then it dries quickly, and it's just really nice. I think they did a really good job with these glitters and they're fun to add to their line. I have no comparisons for this one either. So that's a fun collection as a whole. I don't think these colors are like super unique, but they are slightly unique in my collection. So anyway, let me pull out my favorites. These are pretty together. Ooh, look at those. That's so fun. Okay, so of course, Besties, you guys knew I would pick that one. This beautiful gold, obvi. And then Obsessed. These are my favorites from the collection. What favorites are yours? What are your thoughts about this new collection? Have you tried Olive and June? Let me know down below. I always appreciate your comments and your likes and your support. And we will see you for the next video. Okay, see you guys. Bye.